Welcome to the Fridge Podcast, episode 9. I'm Zach, half of a host, and this is
Lucas.
This is definitely the first time that we're doing this. Anyway, we're going to start by talking about what we are playing currently. I'm still playing through Dark Souls 2. We are closing in on the final bosses, or so I thought until I did a little bit more research and discovered all the freaking DLC bosses.
Yeah, there's a lot of them.
Yeah. So I went from 4 to like 10. So...
how's it feel?
Screw you, Dark Souls 2. Yeah, so we're doing that now, and I'm in a place that sucks. StarCraft's still happening, and obviously I'm still playing Overwatch all the time, and a whole bunch of other games. So, Dragon's Dogma, which I played yesterday or last week at this time. What about you?
With the Steam sale going on, I picked up all the DLC for Darkest Dungeon. I've been playing the shit out of that.
Solid.
And, oh god, that game. And then I also got Skyrim VR, because, you know, me and Elder Scrolls.
Yep.
And then I also picked up Borderlands. So.
Borderlands, always good.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Yeah, so as he mentioned, first off, Steam sale has been going on. It ends the 5th. It's been going on for how many days now?
About a week.
About a week. Anyway, it's not going to last long, so go and claim your stuff while you can. Otherwise, you're going to miss it.
Do you have any recommendations?
If you don't have Borderlands, get that. I'd get all the Arkham games. Those are great.
Darkest Dungeon. They just released the Color of Madness DLC.
Yep.
That is beautiful.
The Hand of Fate games. Get those.
The Fate. Subnautica. Slime Rancher. Those games that I won't stop talking about.
Ever.
The Half-Life games. If you haven't picked those up, they're like $1. That's just you, man.
I got yelled at the other week for saying that we don't need Half-Life 3.
Oh.
Yep. I almost got into a fight with another quizmaster.
Honestly,
not actually, but
I kind of agree, but it's a
we
different
don't
story.
We don't need it anyway.
And Dark Souls is also on sale.
Yep. Don't pick up Dark Souls. You'll end up hating yourself.
Pick up 1 and 3.
Just don't pick up any. If you don't like that style of game, just don't try. Just don't do it. My hand disappears. Anyway, yeah. So Steam Summer Sale. What's first on the list? I guess second.
We got some release dates that are confirmed, sort of, kind of. I'm getting differing.
Ish. We've got a ballpark. And it's a pretty small ballpark.
Okay, so we have Life is Strange 2 coming out September.
Okay.
Kingdom Hearts 3, January.
Yep.
Red Dead Redemption, October.
Solid.
Fallout 76, November.
Of this year.
And then we have a lot of games coming out in February, including Anthem, Metro Exodus,
of next year,
and Days Gone.
Yeah. So all of those except for Fallout 76 are all next year. But if you want to play games this year, again, there's Fallout 76. Smash is coming up in December. We just watched a video on it. So we've got Just Cause coming up. We've got Battlefield 5, 27, whatever. There is, what else is on that list? Tomb Raider is coming out soon. There's one coming out next month. It is Octopath Traveler. So if you have a Switch, pop on that. Yeah, so plenty of games coming out. Speaking of games, as you know, that's all we're doing. And stuff coming out, more importantly. You want to hop to our Overwatch segment of the week? Because we always have one of those.
In Overwatch,
always talk about Overwatch.
The changes from the previous PTR have come into live, including the massive sweeping Symmetro rework.
Yes, complete rework. I approve.
So, to explain it a little bit, her main fire no longer tracks, does a bit more damage, has damage scaling the longer it's on your target. Her ultimates are gone
Replaced
And-
by a photon barrier.
which is a large barrier that blocks 5,000 damage.
Yep, and a whole lane.
Mm-hmm.
So,
And also, her teleporter is now an at-will ability.
well, not at will.
Well,
It's got a
on
cooldown.
cooldown.
But it's no longer an ultimate. It is shorter range. You have to activate it, which I find weird. I wish I could just walk into it and be teleported, but hey. Overall, though, I approve.
Yeah,
I think it's a good
She's fun.
rework. The tracking being gone is so good because it was so stupid before. Ugh, I hated Symmetra so much. Anyway, no, I approve.
and big news came out today.
Yeah.
We got a new hero.
We got a new hero, number 28. Do we know how many they're going to make?
No, we don't.
No idea. Number 28. Here we go.
But we got Hammond,
Hammond,
the hamster.
the Wrecking Ball.
This character is a blast to
He's
play.
he's freaking fun, and he's a legit hamster. So he comes from the lunar colony with Winston. Him and Winston are pals, and he's an intelligent hamster who can't talk, but he has his mech, which has voice capabilities.
Which I love the voice, by the way.
I did not hear it at all when I played it.
It's a really deep, almost like a Terminator-esque voice.
Nice.
Yeah.
And so he's from the lunar colony. He managed to escape with Winston and crash down in Junkertown. So he has affiliations with both Junkertown and the lunar colony. And his mech is just like a straight up mech that he built. So Jeff Hammond made sure to... Jeff... What's his last name? Jeff Kapkin. Jeff Hammond, wow. Jeff Kapkin made a very... In the developer update, made a point to say that he's not a Junker, nor is his mech an Omnic. So it's not an old Omnic, it's something that Hammond built, and he's not affiliated with the Junkers, despite winning the Junker Championship several times. He's just a hamster that likes to have fun and is wandering the world. So,
Along with that hero, we also have changes to Sombra. Mainly her invisibility and her translocator are now infinite duration. But the translocator now has 5 health and can be destroyed. So,
but why would you want to do that? Honestly, if you find the translocator, that's a perfect, like, it's like finding a flare in Call of Duty.
yeah, you
You
just
wait till
camp
someone's there, and then you kill them.
it. Yeah. The range for Sombra being detected was also increased from 2 meters, now it's like 4, which you had to get really close to get detected as Sombra before, so
Yeah.
it's alright. And they also took a bunch of heroes and they lessened the damage fall off. So previously, if you were at max range, it only did 30% damage. They bumped it up to 50% damage. All except for Widowmaker, who previously had no damage fall off for her automatic fire, now has a damage fall off. So no more spray and pray.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you can still spray and pray, it just won't be as effective. You know?
Yeah.
Thus concludes our Overwatch segment of the week. Look, for as long as Overwatch exists, we will cover it.
Maybe.
Always. I love Overwatch. It's such a good game. What else you got on that list?
Nothing for Overwatch. We got some stuff for Fortnite though.
Fortnite?
Mainly PUBG
Yep.
finally dropped the lawsuits it had against Fortnite and Epic Games.
Did they realize that those lawsuits were ridiculous?
I feel like they did,
Probably.
or maybe their lawyers told them to give up on that.
Yeah.
So that should end a little bit of it. Also with that, the Fortnite updates coming out are aimed to make it so that building is no longer a win condition.
Okay.
meaning you don't have to build to win anymore.
I didn't realize you had to in the first place.
Well, you pretty much had to, but
I mean, I did pretty good without building. I never
that's
won
their aim going
those.
forward.
All right.
So
I wonder how they're going to do that.
I have no idea. It's pure speculation at this point. Also, along with that, Sony and PlayStation are getting a lot of backlash for not having cross-platform multiplayer for Fortnite specifically. So it's led to a lot of hate getting thrown Sony's way.
So Sony can't play cross-platform?
No.
I thought they could.
Nope.
So Xbox has it.
Mm-hmm.
I think Switch might have it.
Switch has it.
PC obviously has it.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, Sony.
Step up.
Dick move. Alright. What's next? Oh, also, speculations of Fortnite updates. Obviously, they're going to change some stuff, but their map is evolving.
Apparently there's a missile now.
When did that happen?
It was a couple days ago. They released kind of like a teaser-ish thing.
A missile, okay. There's
Yeah.
still some
I don't
roots
know.
that are growing just
Oh.
randomly throughout the map. Yeah, so the meteor crashed, and then the next one, like, some of the meteors have filled in the spots. So it's not giant holes in the ground anymore, and in where the big meteor hit down is starting to get plant life again, and just throughout the map there's indestructible pieces of root, or just like tree like popping out of the ground that look like roots. So I'm thinking something's gonna happen with them, and they're gonna grow more, and we're gonna start to get like maybe an overgrown-ish map.
I love how Fortnite is changing their map.
It's beautiful. You never get bored with it. It changes all the time. Like, honestly, they don't need a second map because they continue to do this stuff. And the evolving map style is something that I think they're the only people that I've seen do it.
Mm-hmm.
And it's absolutely beautiful. They're doing a great job. Epic Games, keep it up.
And with their new season, players that have Battle Pass get all those new challenges, which PUBG kind of is following suit with that.
Naturally.
They announced, well, it's live. They have Battle Pass now, or something like it.
Are we getting another lawsuit this time the other way around? Look, PUBG is just, they're threatened because Fortnite has over 1 billion players, and I don't think PUBG's hit that mark. And Fortnite is obviously more popular.
God, PUBG. Something that's kind of fun to look at is if you go on Steam, they have user analytics. So you could watch the trend go boop, 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 and then tank.
Yep. Probably around the time that Fortnite came out.
Yeah, but it's been slowly losing followers.
Yeah, I don't really play it anymore.
And now we got Realm Royale.
Dude, Realm Royale's good. You gotta play that.
I'm not too big into Battle Royale.
Yeah, I know, but like chicken.
What chicken?
Chicken. And crafting of weapons and armor. It's actually really fun. And they did a really good job of like balancing all the different classes and the abilities and whatnot. So, and it's still in alpha, so it's just gonna get better.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. What's next on the list?
We got an announcement for a Halo TV show. Showtime picked up a contract.
Showtime?
Showtime.
Oh. Yep, okay.
Picked up a contract for 10 hour-long episodes of Halo.
I'm not about it.
It could be good. It could be really good.
It's Showtime.
It is Showtime.
It's Showtime. Yeah. Fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed.
Do we know what it's going to be about? Or
Nope.
just that it's Halo?
Just that it's Halo, and that it's going to be coming out early 2019.
Okay. Early 2019.
Mm-hmm.
I'll keep an eye out for it. Speaking of TV shows, Cloak and Dagger apparently is a thing, and I didn't know, and it looks good.
I have no idea what that is.
Cloak and Dagger, it's Marvel. It's
Yeah.
another Marvel TV show for me to geek
Another
out
one.
over. Yep, another one.
There's so many.
There's so many. They're so good, though. I enjoy them. I'm a nerd. Leave me
I don't-
alone.
I am getting so burnt out on superhero stuff.
How could you?
Like, after, say, Green Lantern, the Green Lantern movie,
Okay, but
I was starting to get
don't watch a DC movie. They have okay TV shows, but don't watch a DC movie. They're terrible. Stick to Marvel. And that's not me saying it because I like Marvel more than I like DC. They both have great heroes. DC just can't do good movies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we got
This thing behind us. Sorry, audio listeners. We'll get to that by in a moment. But sorry, audio listeners, because you can't see this. But what we have currently behind us is a map of Fallout 76. Yep, lean back, lean to the side that we can see more. All right.
This is
I'm gonna zoom in on some places.
pure speculative map made by fans that I feel, and a lot of the community feels, that is pretty spot on.
Pretty accurate, yeah. Map update number 6, by the way. So they'll be updating this as they go.
So pretty much what people have done so far is that they have taken points that they've teased in trailers and that they've talked about in interviews, and they've scoured West Virginia to find those places.
Yeah.
The big one being what they call the Savage Divide, which is between two sets of mountain ranges. So it's supposed to be like a big bowl. Or
Yeah.
A tube-ish.
Or tube, yeah. So what you see here, the orange is
Speculative.
yeah,
Probable.
speculative. It's stuff that hasn't been confirmed yet, but is very likely to happen. And then the yellow is stuff that is pretty much confirmed. Like, it's maybe not totally, but it's very reasonable to assume that will be there. Because Bethesda either shown it or teased it or whatever. And there's actually quite a bit of places, especially down here in what we call the ash heap. And just sort of on the left side of the map here. Not so much on the right and in the Savage Divide, but the left side of the map is pretty populated with places. So, yeah, Fallout 76. It's looking good.
It is.
It is looking good. I'm excited for it. As I said, it comes out in this year. It comes out in November of this year. So it's still a little while to wait, but it'll be out soon enough.
Speaking of which, if you're new to Fallout and want to get playing, they're also on the Steam sale.
Yeah, Fallout. Go get them. Number 3. Are they all on there?
They're all on there.
They're all on there. Go get them
Fallout
all.
1, 2, Tactics, 3,
New Vegas.
New Vegas,
4.
4.
Get them all. Get them all. Yeah. Is this the last thing that we had on the list, or?
That is the last thing.
That is the last thing. All right. Before we get to special announcements, pick 3 best video game maps.
Maps.
Pick 3 is one of my favorite things because I get to put you on the spot. Oh, it's so good.
Okay, so for one, I like the map in Morrowind. Just straight off the bat, Elder Scrolls.
I hate Morrowind.
It's foreign. There's enough interesting things tucked in there, but you have to keep in mind that all those dungeons were made by one dude. So some of them are just a cave with nothing special in it, which
we found out during a D&D campaign.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Second map. I always liked the Crackdown map.
Ooh, Crackdown's a good one.
Just because I liked the verticality of it.
Yeah. They did a great job with, making sure you can get up high and whatnot. And just, that was such a good game. I'm excited for the third one.
And then for 3,
Come on. You can do it. You need time to think? You want me to do my number 1?
It'll be a small map. Terminal from Modern Warfare 2.
Oh, alright. You went that aspect. Okay. I didn't expect you to go that aspect. No, that's a good map. Terminal was fun.
Great map. It's one of the fan favorites that they brought back for Modern Warfare 3 and I think
for the newest Modern Warfare, or for the newest Call of Duty that's coming out.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. Good map.
Mm-hmm.
Good map. First one that I'm going to talk about, Skyrim. Great map. I've scoured it many times. Many times.
And you still find stuff.
And I find new stuff all the freaking time. And it's to the point where I'm not sure if it's mod or base game. Because either the mod people do a really good job at keeping the lore intact, or just Bethesda is so freaking on point. Number 2, I'm going to go with a little bit of Dragon's Dogma.
I haven't gotten that far into the map.
And neither have I. The farthest place I've gotten to really is Grand Thorn, but it's big. Like it's a pretty big map, and it's always filled with enemies to fight. You're never bored. It takes a little while to run back and forth, but then I discovered fairy stones, so yeah, it's a good map. And last one. See, I had trouble with the third one as well. Yeah. Last one, I'm gonna harken it back to the old days. Go Assassin's Creed.
Yeah.
It was a good size. It wasn't small. It was a good size, and just the parkour over everything. It was a lot of fun. Back when Assassin's Creed had simple parkour and not whatever is in it now. I don't know.
Before the hook blade.
Before the hook blade. Even then, it was simple parkour. Like, nowadays, it's really weird button presses that you have to do anyway. So yeah, that's it. And as I mentioned earlier, I said audio podcast listeners. For those of you that have been following us since we started number 1, which is only 8 ago, we don't have audio, just audio only. We do video, we stream, and then we put on YouTube. But coming this summer, within the next few weeks, we will be on Friend of a Friend podcast. There we will be the sister channel, and so we'll be on there. It's a friend of a friend podcast.com.org. I'll friend of a friend podcast if you Google
link in
it.
the description.
Link in the description. Also, if you Google it, you should be able to find it that way. But not only that, we will also be on iTunes. So once we get on the website, we'll be able to get all of our old stuff on iTunes, and we'll start getting the new stuff up there as well. We're going to upload the entire back catalog of what we have, including this one here, all together. We're not going to space it out. We're going to upload it all together onto iTunes. Each in their own file, but not weeks apart. They're going to go up all at the same day. And yeah, so the Fridge podcast is moving forward. We'll be on iTunes. We'll be on our website, and we will continue to do the video portions on YouTube and streaming them here on Twitch. But yeah, so that's a little bit of improvement for us.
I have to say, it was so weird and I felt really full of myself when I was writing my bio.
I still think your bio is a little exaggerated.
A little bit, but
you know, if they
it's
don't,
pretty close.
if they don't change it, it's fine. You know, if they don't go,
yeah.
are you sure? It'll be fine. I still need to write my bio and send my picture and get all the audio pulled from all the other videos. But yeah, so be looking for that in the next couple of weeks. I will most likely make an announcement on my Twitch channel when it does drop. And yeah, we will see you, or at least I will see you tomorrow for Farming / Survival Friday. So yeah.
See you.